Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Italian pasta salad. I've never made it, but I've been wanting to do it, and I finally got some olives from the store. So I've already kind of started. Let me just show you what I got here. I'm about to turn the heat on to do my sausage, and I already have the pasta boiling. It's just about done. I've also got some different cheese here. And I've got some of the vegetables ready, and then the vegetables I'll be cooking with, so I'm going to just demonstrate what I'm doing. So since I've already got my sausage in, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on and get those going. I put a little bit of olive oil in it. Extra olive oil is the kind of oil I use. I try to go for the healthier oils, and this is more of a healthier little lunch that I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get the bell peppers. I already cut out the seeds. Make sure you take the seeds out, rinse them, and then you're going to dice those and get those ready to throw in the pan. And then, so I'll have some of the vegetables that I like to have cooked instead of cold. But since pasta salad is kind of a cold salad, I'll have majority of my vegetables cold. I just don't like my onions cold, and I don't want my bell peppers cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat those up with the sausage. I had like some leftover sausage links. I also had some turkey meat I was gonna go with. I'll probably try that next time. But since your classic Italian pasta salad usually calls for some kind of sausage, so I'm using these little leftover sausage links I used last week for some pigs in the blanket that I like to make for my son for a little snack. So I've already cut up the bell pepper. I'm just going to dice up some onion. You want to make sure Okay, this is Jacob. He wants to be a helper, I guess, today.
No.
No, you just wanted to say hi?
Because you said my name.
Oh, yeah. I did. This is Jacob. I was talking about your pigs in the blanket that we made last week. So I'm going to go ahead and dice up the onion. You want to make it really small. You want them really, really tiny, bite-sized. Again, my pasta is almost about done. I didn't want you guys waiting so long for the pasta. And since this is a relatively easy meal, I did that. So here I got the onion and bell pepper. I'm just going to throw that in with the sausage. I think I've watched like one video on how to make pasta salad. And then what I did is I always pray before I cook. So I just said, well, let the Spirit guide me. And sure enough, I ended up finding some really cool stuff in the cabinet. That I had some artichokes, random. And then I was going to make my own dressing, but I had this in the cabinet, which was a suddenly pasta salad. How about that? So I'm going to turn off the pasta because it's about done. And you don't want to leave the pasta on the stove, so you want to drain that. So I'm going to go ahead and drain the pasta. And I already have some fresh cilantro in this bowl here that I'm going to use just to give it a different flavor. The more vegetables I have, to me, the better. So that's just my personal option. There's all kinds of ways you can make this. There's no right or wrong. And I'm experimenting today, so I don't know what I'm getting into. But I'm going to run some cold water over that. We're going to drain that real good. Make sure these are off. And I want to get my sausage stirred with the bell pepper and onion. That's going to give it a really good flavor. I have my pasta rinsing right now. And I don't know if some of you keep up with my videos, but I did my balayage at home video recently. I've been having some trouble uploading it, so look forward to that also. And I'm going to dump the pasta into a large bowl. You just want to make sure the pasta is good and cold. So in a large bowl, I already had some broccoli. I hate chopping up broccoli on the video because it's super messy and I'm super OCD. And I'm like picking up crumbs everywhere. That's just who I am. And while my sausage and everything is cooking, I'm gonna cut this cucumber here. So I usually start by cutting off the edges, dispose of those, and I have this really cute little peeler I got from Ross the other day. Works very well. Just comes off super easy. I'll probably use about half of this cucumber. I don't like to waste any of my vegetables or fruit. So I always have a container, a glass container. It's a cute little jar that I also bought, I think at like Ross or Marshall's. And I throw my leftover fruit and vegetables in it. And I make infused waters almost every day. So I change them out very frequently. So I have that peeled. I'm gonna throw this away real quick. I should probably put my trash can next to me. And I figured, well, how hard could this possibly be, right? I mean, it's just pasta. So I'll cut that in half. Set that other half aside for later, unless I decide to use it. And I'll cut that long ways down the middle and then make strands. I did about 5 slices and then I'll chop those very small and throw that into my cold mixture of vegetables that I'll be adding the pasta to and the meat and the cheese to here shortly. So I'm going to add the cucumbers into the bowl with the broccoli. And just kind of mix that. I'm using a pretty large bowl for the pasta salad. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the whole. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the whole cucumber. So I'm just going to chop this one up also. And whee. Oh man, my phone is like a mind of its own today. Throw that one in there also. And then I've got my cherry tomatoes I'm going to add into the mixture. And I'll throw like the little tiny ones in there whole. That's fine. A lot of my stuff when I go to the grocery store, I buy a lot of fruits and just random meats. And I usually just kind of go with it. I don't usually always plan what I'm going to make. But it's really, I love making food with vegetables. So always have those on hand. There's so many different things you can do. These things are shooting everywhere. Pew, pew. We were eating tomatoes the other day at a restaurant and I kept chewing it and it would like shoot my husband in the face. It was funny. Okay, so let me rinse this off. I always cook and clean at the same time. That's just me. That's my nature. A lot of people don't like to do that because they feel like they, I don't know, maybe they can't multitask or they're not paying attention to their food. But I've always cooked and cleaned at the same time, so when I'm done, all I gotta do is set out the food, and I like to have everything pretty much like cleaned up before I eat. That way at the end, geez, it's full. I just sit down and enjoy myself. And then at the end, I don't have to worry about doing dishes and everything when I'm super full. So the sausage is ready. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm also adding some of these shredded carrots in my mixture also. So I'm going to open this and add those in there. I'm throwing in an easy trick to open a can. If you don't know how, you always just use the side of a table and you just tap it all the way around. Like if you have trouble with pickles and stuff. This will probably, I could probably use some of the juice. I don't want to use all of it, so I'll drain out half of it and then I'll use the rest of the can. Here's my mixture of cheeses. I have regular mozzarella and I have a spicy jalapeno. I have some baby bells that I had left over, so I just thought those would be really nice in here. I'm gonna chop up 2 of those because they're pretty expensive and my husband and I like to snack on those, so I don't want to use a whole lot of them. But just to give a different array of flavors, I've got over here 3 tablespoons of cold water and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. In that pasta box, it came with some seasoning mix, so it says just to mix that in here, and I'm gonna do that, mix that up. That'll be the last thing I put into my mixture, so I'm gonna get that ready. You just kind of mix it up, I guess. Like I said, this is all new to me. Figured how hard could it possibly be. This is Italian pasta salad. I'm about to add the olives. So it's kind of like a green powder mixture. You just mix it in there with the olive oil and the water. It comes out a pretty good consistency, a good amount. I'll set that aside. Me, I always put my cheese. This is a good idea. Always have a little sandwich bag to put your cheese in so it doesn't spoil. I have my celery here. I'm going to cut off the butts. And I'm going to cut those long down the middle in half. And then in half short ways, and if one side needs a little bit more shredding, I will, and then you just hold those together and chop those up. I'm using as many vegetables as I can. My husband and I are watching what we eat. We have our days, but we're pregnant, so we definitely want to make sure that we're being healthy for our bodies and for our baby. And it's a good example to set for a child and other people around us. So I like to share what I eat because I didn't grow up eating super healthy when I was younger. And as I got older, my taste buds changed, so I do it now. So that's what it is. Again, let me get let's go ahead and dump the sausage and hot vegetables in here into the pasta salad. It looks pretty good. I'm excited. And I'm gonna mix that up. And I didn't measure my pasta. I actually started off with the dry pasta that I had bought, like a shell pasta. So you'll see that I used 2 different kinds. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my olives with my cool little pig opener. I got it Ross the other day. I thought it was so cute. I had to have it. You just put that little thing on there. And I also have my sweet potatoes in the oven. I knew that I was gonna want sweet potatoes today. They take about 2 hours to bake. So you poke them with a fork, rinse them off, pop them in the oven. When they come out, I'll be doing a video of what I use on my sweet potatoes, but just get lots of vegetables, guys. It's really up to you. You can do all kinds of things with them. So there's the olives. I need to drain those. Since the pasta's already drained, I'm gonna bring my bowl over here, dump the pasta into my veggies. Woo, with the fresh, cilantro, there we go. It looks really good, very colorful. I'll be showing you guys a picture here in a minute. I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and drain both the artichokes and the olives. Olives I'm gonna drain completely. The artichokes, I'm gonna leave a little bit of liquid just to give that pasta a better flavor. So I dumped out some of the water. I dumped my olives into the mixture. And I'm dumping my artichokes, and they have pimentos in them, which I was gonna use pimentos. I always have pimentos on hand. And I didn't have to because this particular one has pimentos in the container. So I'm just about done here. I'm gonna go ahead and add, to top it off, the mixture that I showed you guys earlier. And I'm gonna dump this in here. Just a little bit everywhere, I guess. And I think we got enough olive oil. Once I get to mixing this, if I feel like it's a little too dry, which is why I'm glad I kept that liquid from the artichokes in there. You don't want it dry. I think I'll just add a little bit of olive oil. The great thing about this pasta is you can eat it right now. It's ready to go. And then the longer it sits in the refrigerator, it'll absorb all those different vegetables, juices, flavors. So it's probably going to be even better to eat tomorrow. It looks really good. I kept going to this super HEB, and it's super expensive to buy cold pasta salads, but we try to eat as many vegetables as we can to help us with staying healthy. So wow, that's pretty expensive. And doing it at home and just doing your own ingredients is so much better. So I said, I have to learn how to do these pasta salads. Especially the olive salads. Olives are super good. It's got a little bit of the meat in it. Majority of this is vegetables. It's going to be super awesome. My husband's going to be super excited when he gets home for lunch to have something healthy to come home to. And then for dinner, we're doing the sweet potato, loaded, a spinach sweet potato, and I've got some bacon wrapped jalapenos with cream cheese that are sitting waiting. So we'll be doing that for dinner. So that's just more or less what we eat. But let me go ahead and rinse my hands off and show you what the finishing product looks like. I'm super excited I shared this guy with you guys because I do everything last minute, and I'm really excited that I went ahead and decided to share this with you. So here it is. You can always add Parmesan cheese. I'm completely satisfied with the cheese that I have. And that's my version of Italian pasta salad. Voila. Y'all have a good day. Look forward to my other videos, and also leave a comment below if you're wanting some advice to be a little bit more healthy. These videos do take time to make, and I always appreciate comments, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Have a great day.